Back in the U.S., the Department of Homeland Security is warning of an increase in threats to Jewish, Arab Americans, and Muslim communities. This comes as the FBI is investigating anti-Semitic online posts targeting Jewish students at Cornell University. The university's president condemned the threats, saying, quote, "We will work to ensure that the person or people who posted them are punished to the full extent of the law." Meg Oliver reports from Cornell in Ithaca, New York.
We will not tolerate threats or hatred or anti-Semitism.
That was New York Governor Kathy Hochul in Ithaca Monday after posts threatening deadly violence against Jewish Cornell students were discovered over the weekend on a website where people write reviews of fraternities and sororities. One post specifically targeted the building that houses both Cornell's Center for Jewish Living and a kosher cafeteria.
Do you feel safe walking across campus by yourself?
I think I'm fearful. I mean, I'm going to have to go to classes, but there's always going to be, at least right now, that element of fear in the back of my mind.
We spoke to Jeremy Sarge, a co-president of the Center for Jewish Living, and Ori Baer, its vice president of communications.
We've always been a proponent of, open and peaceful discourse, but we've also noticed that some of these demonstrations, there's kind of tiptoeing the lines between anti-Israel and anti-Semitism.
In recent weeks, college campuses have become flashpoints for debate and protest over the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with some opposing groups scuffling in the streets. And other cases escalating into intimidation, as at Cooper Union College in New York, where anti-Israel demonstrators appeared to corner Jewish students in a library. Since the latest chapter of war between Israel and Hamas, advocacy groups have reported alarming spikes in incidents that target Jews and Muslims, including the deadly stabbing of a 6-year-old Palestinian American boy in Chicago just over 2 weeks ago.
It is legitimate to be scared.
Rabbi Ari Weiss is the executive director of Cornell Hillel and the grandson of Holocaust survivors.
The post that we saw, which called for Jewish people to be murdered, right? That is not about Israel at all, right? That is a specific threat. That is incitement. That is hate speech.
Are you going to change anything about your schedules or how you go about campus in wake of this?
That's what they want. They want to break your spirit. They want to get to you and to stay strong, to stay true to who you are, and that's how you win.
For now, there will be a 24/7 police presence around the Center for Jewish Living here at Cornell. But the people we spoke to said that can't be a long-term solution if Jewish students are eventually supposed to feel safe here on campus.
Yeah,
Anne-Marie?
That makes a lot of sense, Meg. It's really, really troubling. Did the students have any idea of what a long-term solution would look like, what they wanted to see administrators do?
They didn't have exactly a detailed plan laid out, I can tell you, Anne-Marie. When I got here yesterday, the atmosphere was extremely tense. Doors were locked. The student who answered the door barely wanted to let me in before I told him who I was. There were a group of students that had gathered to watch our interview, and they were all really quiet. The two we spoke to were visibly shaken. They told us what it was like when they found out about the threats on Sunday, and they talked about the fear that immediately came with them. Jeremy told me a friend of his called him from the library asking, "Do you think it's safe for me to walk back to my dorm across campus?" Very, very scared. They're appreciative that the governor came and spoke out yesterday. They're appreciative of the ramped up security and how the university is addressing this. But as far as a long-term solution, I think that's something that's going to have to be eventually looked at and examined, and over a course of time, we will see that play out.
Yeah, that's not an environment that's conducive to learning at all when you're that tense and that anxious. And this is not the only campus where these sort of threats are popping up. Anti-Semitic threats were also reported at Columbia University yesterday. Jewish and Israeli students held a rally yesterday calling on the university officials to support students facing anti-Semitism. I want to play a little sound.
We want them to actually effectively support both emotionally and practically students who are victims of anti-Semitic and other hate actions. We want them to create mandated university settings for students to come together across their differences. We want them to clearly differentiate between the Palestinian movement and Hamas terrorism.
I think it's so interesting what he's asking for, because it's not just about making sure that people are safe on campus, but it's also about continuing what college campuses are all about, which is an open dialogue, so differences can be expressed in a constructive way. Has the university responded at all?
The university is very supportive of everything that the students were demonstrating for yesterday. And as you mentioned, this is not just happening at Columbia or here in Cornell, but this is across the country. And what the students told us yesterday that they really found some peace in was that students from across the country, their friends at different colleges and universities, were reaching out, asking, how can we help you? What do you need? Forming a community, because they're all going through this. We have seen a rise in anti-Semitic and Islamophobic threats across the country. There's been a real spike recently. And I think the message of education and educating people on what not to say and helping them understand the history here to help them hopefully cut down on these threats.
Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and you would hope that campuses would be the place where people can get the right information, accurate information. Meg, thank you very much.